Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Iran.
And I'm Ziyad.
We are from SMP Thariq bin Ziyad boarding school.
On this occasion, we would like to share an inspiring story about going to the future.
So, here's the story. Once upon a time, there was a boy. He lived with the grandparents. The boy's name is Charlie. Charlie was a lazy boy. He was always get angry and always mumble. When he wanted to help the grandfather was to locate jumps and rubbish. So he was a longer user.
One morning, when Charlie was leaving for school, he said to his grandfather, "Grandpa, after school, I want to play. I don't want to be with you." He said,
So who is will help me?
"Tired every day just looking for trash and study. We're gonna be like a rich person who can play cell phones every day. I don't want to be poor and living with you."
The grandfather was sad after heard Charlie's words, but he still smiled. And the grandfather said to Charlie, Charlie, if you want to be able and change the situation, if your style and your lazy attitude, remember my son, you must be have a successful person and you must try to study hard and you must be use your time wisely. Pray for Allah and make on all easy.
In a deep heart, he really wanted to make his grandparents happy, but he felt tired from living in poverty. He went to school lazily every day because he wanted to avoid his grandfather's words.
When the school's bells rang, Charlie back to home from school lazy. Charlie, without any words, the grandmother reminded him. Charlie, are you home? Why don't you say hello?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Charlie, after eating, help me. The grandfather ordered. After eating, they start to work. When he was looking for junks, they sometime suddenly he looking some machine, some unique. This was the machine, and he approaching it, and from the set of himself.
Why would someone ever throw something like this away?
And the grandfather stopped at the moment. Charlie, what are you doing? Hurry up, it's gonna be late. Then he threw it a bag, that thing, and a bag with the grandfather. When he went back to home, Charlie couldn't keep thinking again and again. Curious about it. It's like a game, but still good. He's strange. Why anyone wants to throw it away? Then the next day, he came to the same place, found this object.
Wow, it's true that it's still there.
With overthinking, Charlie brought it to the home. Curious, finally they opened that object. And finally, he's very surprised about it. This was a machine, old machine, with many buttons. Charlie, I think you should be returned as a place. I think someone will be find it away.
But Charlie won't give it back. No, Grandfather. It looks like someone threw it away. I want this toy. Then Charlie angrily took it to the room and put it on the table. In the night, when he wanted to go to sleep, he looked back at the game and found out that the game immediately turned on by itself. Charlie was scared and curiously he pushed the game and strange things happened.
Suddenly, Charlie put it somewhere, the familiar place. He finally felt someplace when he found the toys. Then he asked someone who was on the walking.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I want to ask, where is this?
Oh, this is Bekasi. What's wrong, son? Are you lost?
Nothing, sir. I just forgot.
He was true when he closed there and where he lived.
Charlie was so strange to see the condition of the city. It was totally changed. Everything is neatly arranged, and there were machines around the street. There was a water machine, there is a drinking water machine, there was a hand washing machine, robots, there were trains that is so sophisticated. He was so fascinated that he couldn't even remember when he had opened the game.
Suddenly, someone's touched his shoulder. Son, why are you blocking someone walking here? What are you doing?
It's nothing, sir. I just a little tired. If you may know, what date is it today?
Oh, this is December 50, 2050. Charlie was surprised that he kept attitude. So that officer was ready. I suspect anything.
Charlie was shocked and scared. It turns out that he was already at 30 years later. Then he walked around and everyone was hiding as he's going to work. Then he crossed the road to where he lived with his grandparents.
Then Charlie found the parents' house. The grandparents' house he not can found it. And he asked the security guard from the tall building.
Sorry, sir.
Yes?
May I ask?
Hmm?
There are many houses here, but where are the houses now?
Oh, the all people in here go in the private lands.
Uh, Charlie was so confused to find his grandparents. And when he saw a child at his age with his grandfather being scolded by the police officer for singing around the street.
Hey, please don't sing in here.
Said the officer. He thought of his grandfather. He regretted never hearing his grandfather's words and always replying harshly. The only thing he wanted to go back time where he was with his grandparents. And he was crying loudly while praying. Oh Allah, please forgive me. I want to go back with my grandparents.
Suddenly, Charlie woke up and he realized it. He was asleep and he beside the table. Only there's a machine.
Oh, thank God, it was just a dream.
Then, immediately, he find the grandfather and make apologize and tell all the dreams. But he's not a dream. He was the same time, but that machine still running. And suddenly, that machine turned off himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we can learn from this story. Spend your time with the good deeds and always love your family whenever and wherever you are. That's all for our storytelling. Hopefully you like it.
Stay safe and stay productive.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.